is the next feature. I think we have limited time for this one. Maybe I can just skip to demonstration of the Google. So out of the many options, the learning management system, we can use Google Classroom because that's free, and mostly our schools, it's using the G Suite option. So yeah, why not using Google Classroom? So I can directly go. This is the benefit for Google Classroom for teachers, students, and parents. Teacher obviously can create and manage the classroom. Students can track their classwork, share resources, and for parents, they will have notification if you invite them as the guardian, or maybe and they get summary of their students' work, about missing work, upcoming assignment, and so on. And one of the most important feature that Google Classroom have, and maybe time to join this online session, it's okay, I think. Yeah, we can continue by recording this slide, or we can make another session for Google Classroom. It's okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe we can discuss about Google Classroom later, maybe in the next webinar. Or if we want to continue, we still need some more time, like 40 minutes. Right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, the participants, if they want to still join, I think they can do. But if they have another task to do, they can leave this seminar, and later on they can see the video about the explanation about Google Classroom, because we still have recording for this session, right?
If you say yes. So, okay, you can continue.
Yeah, let's continue. If participants want to leave the meeting, it's okay. Later on, you can see the video about the Google Classroom part. Okay, because we recording this webinar. Okay, so my voice clear enough right now? Okay, let's continue then. If anyone want to leave the meeting, it's okay. It's up to you. Later on, you can catch up by watching the video later on. Okay, so for Google Classroom, as I mentioned, there is integration there. And in order to do the effective learning environment using Google Classroom, basically we can do this collaboration and communication in this platform. And normally we're conducting a learning learning session or online learning session through this active learning. It means we make the student-centered learning, and we can do this using Google Classroom and also provide engagement to the students. And through the Google Classroom also we can do differentiation. It means if you have low achiever students and high achiever students, you may differentiate the assignment for them, and you can do easily with Google Classroom. And later on, the most important factors in learning, it's assessment and also feedback. So you Google Classroom, you can do private feedback, and during this session, entering the Google Classroom demo, we can see together how to make some assignment or even create a class for the first time. Okay. So before we dig in with the demo, I want to give information. There are at least 6 ways to organize assignment in Google Classroom. So because in Classroom we have a special page in order to order our topics or our subject, for example. So you can organize by units or modules, organize by week, by type of assignment. You can organize by subject area. This is best for elementary schools. So in one Google Classroom, you involve all of the subjects, for example, science, math, English, and also you can organize by adding today's topic, and later on you can move the materials from today's topic to the special units or topic. And the last one is organized by learning target. And when we are doing, you can see clearly how we can organize the assignment in Google Classroom. So if you still here, you can join us by using this code to join the classroom, and you need to use your personal G Suite account. It cannot be worked if I using the Karisma Bangsa account, for example. So we are doing this using personal account, but there are limitations. There are differentiation between the G Suite account and the personal account. But for now, we can use this demo. You can pause the screen and you can see this. Join the class. Okay, so I have in this screen, there are 2 screens here. So this is the first, in the left side it's for teacher, and in the right side it's for students. And let's check if someone already there. There are several sessions. Okay, so for you that doesn't use Google Classroom yet, or even create the class yet, maybe in very short manner I can explain how to make a class. You only can, if after you go to the classroom.google.com using your account, either it's personal or using official account from your school, you can directly go to this create or join class. If you want to create a class, you can do this. For example, very short, this is demo. Subject is biology, for example. You can give the class name as the subject or the grade name. For example, 11th graders or 11 A-level class. That's also possible. For example, 11 grade. and then just creating, and then the Google Classroom will do it for you to create a virtual class, and directly you can using class code to invite the students. So students using their account, either it's personal or official one, they can join your class by using this code. So this is very basic, or you can invite them by going to the people page, and students, you can invite them here by using the email. For example, and you choose and invite them. Okay, so that's basic. If you want to advance method in order to create class, we can use this type of method. We call them as the copy class. So for example, you already familiar, you already mastered with Google Classroom, and you want to design your classroom environment as similar as the previous one, for example, because next academic year you will teach another grade, right? Or maybe the same grade with different students. So it is good to have the template class, and then you can duplicate it right away if you want to use, or you want to create another class, for example. So for example, I have here active class. This is last year. So for example, I have 11th grade, and I have several students here, and we have classwork with the organizing using the topic names according to the annual plan. We have several files here. Okay, and I want to copy this class in order to make a template as a template, and I can use it for the next academic year with different students. So you can do that by accessing the current class, and you will see these three symbols here. Click that and just copy. Okay, this is, I let it default, and when you copy, they will copy the designs of your current classroom, but all of the assignment will become a draft. Okay, so this take a little bit. So it's already copied here. It's still creating parts. So it is good if you have template for class, and then you can copy it, duplicate it when you need it. For example, if you have new class or new academic year. So that's all. Welcome back again. So this, after quite a while, they will copy all of the classwork here. As you can see, there are topics here, but all of this assignment will become draft. So this is how you copy the current classroom. If you have template classroom, it is good for you. Okay, so that's about how to create new class from scratch, or even from the template. Okay, let's move to our main classroom for this session, this webinar. So we have at least 4 page here. There are stream, classwork, people, and grades. And in the main, you can change the theme of this classroom. There are part when you want to make some announcement to the students. For example, this is announcement, and you can give to all of the class you have. For example, if you have same information you want to share, you can do this by click all of the class, and if you do this, you cannot select the students, for example. Just pause, and you can share all of the information in one click with all of the classroom you have. So that's about the stream here. And then we have Classwork. This is you want to personalize this page as good as possible, because students also will see this classwork. So here we have topics, right? Different topics, and they have today topics. Okay, you can share today lesson, for example, and later on you can move the content from one topic to another topic. So how to create the topic? Just click this one, and we have several types of what we want to create in our classroom. First is assignment, quiz assignment, questions, materials, reuse, post, or the topic itself. So for example, topic, this is demo. Yeah, only like that. As I mentioned before in my slide, so yeah, you can organize them by using units, modules, week, type of assignment, subject area, and so on. So it's also possible. But the important factor is we want to organize them as good as possible. So so this is demo. You can just move around. It's up to you. So this is classwork. You can see all of the topics here. You can move topic by topic by using this menu here, and then you can go to the people. So this is also important part of the classroom. So we have teachers part and students part. So teachers, you can invite teachers as a co-teacher, for example, or you can invite management if they want to see what's going on in your Google Classroom, for example. Just type the name, email. If you're using official account, you can just type a name, or if there is personal, you can use email and invite them. And after they accept, they can become a co-teacher, for example. I have here several co-teachers. And students, as I mentioned before, you can add it manually here using email. And the last one is about grades. So this is the place when you see if you share, it's collecting here. Either it's you using direct G Suite, you're using G Suite application, or you're using another application that already integrated with Google Classroom. So next explanation will be how to create some assignment. Okay, first, this is another button here. You can see there are Google Calendar also. You can open it. Yeah, you can add Eduversal, for example, this one. Also, you can open Class Drive folder in order to see what's file inside of your classroom. Okay, let's move to the how to create assignment. First, we focus to this assignment part. So the scenario is using Google Classroom. You need to remember, in order to make assignment here, we will focus to the student-centered learning, right? So we want to involve them in collaboration, for example, group work, or even individual assignment. So I will show you some examples how to do the individual assignment, how to do the collaboration assignment, and how to do the integration, another application that integrate with Google Classroom as an assignment. So for example, this is individual assignment, for example. And you can give instruction. It is optional. Okay, and you can choose it is graded or ungraded. And important factor also, you need to choose the due date. For example, if it is only short assignment, you can make it 1 day. If it is project, you can make 1 week, for example. It's up to you. And then you can choose the topic in order to make it more good. So I will go to the assignment demo. If you, for example, make assignment like presentation, you may have a rubric for that one as well. You can add here. And because this is a free version of Google Classroom using personal account, you cannot see the features for find the originality version, like using Turnitin. But in the G Suite version, you may see the feature of originality. So students, if they turn in their assignment, there are another part of Google Classroom will check the originality, the content of the assignment, whether the students is just copy paste from random website or they type by themselves. Okay, so that's maybe the differentiation between the personal account and the G Suite account. Okay, so how you create this assignment? You can create from scratch, or you can add if you already have the file. So I already have the file, so I just want to. So we have online learning here. Yeah, I already attached, and here you can see the function. So if I want to make individual assignment, you need to make to choose this option, make a copy for each student, right? So the original, the template file will be copied to the numbers of students you have. And yeah, if everything is okay, you can directly assign. But if you want to schedule the assignment also, you can do that, or you can save as a draft as well. So directly I can assign this one. And yeah, maybe if you're already doing this, you already understand, but I want to show you. Oh, sorry, I need to share all of the screen. Okay, it's already shared right now. Okay, so this is, I already create the assignment and stream directly in the students part. You can see there are information about the individual assignment. Okay, so when I open as a student, and directly I can access the file. And as a teacher, when we are doing it in real time, for example, not only while you're conducting online learning, while inside of the classroom as well, you can directly invigilate the work of the students. For teachers, you can go to the assignment as well. Yeah, and you can, for example, choose one particular students, how they are working with the assignment. So for example, I go to the Andry. Yeah. So if I check directly on the file with particular students, in the students part, they will see they are being monitored by the teacher here. So this is teachers, right? And when he answering question, for example, I have 2 sessions, for example, and somehow students want to, teachers want to give some feedback, they can directly give comments right away. So yeah, this is if you want to do the feedback, yeah, real-time feedback directly to the students' work. But this is the personal or individual assignment. You can jump to students to students in order to see how they are working in their assignment. So it is also possible when you are doing your traditional learning activity inside of the classroom, right? So after the students complete their work, for example, answering all of them, normally students understand how to turn in, they can turn in, and after students turn in, so the teachers will can easily see back this one, and you as a teacher can directly go to the grades to see the status of your assignments, whether students already turned in or not. So this is students part. Oh, sorry, I need to change my classwork. So just turn in. Yeah, if the students already turn in, and you can see there will be in the grades page, you can see this particular students already turned in, and yeah, as a teacher you will see their work and give feedback, give a score, or grade the assignment right away. And the power of Google Classroom, you can make private comments as they're working, so only this particular student will see the comment. Maybe you can do well done and so on for the private chat or private feedback, or you can give some comment if they do not working of the assignment, for example. You can also give comment, please do this assignment. And after you consider all of the things, you can give them grade, score for their tools, and then you can go to return. Yeah, and students will see also in their page in the classwork. Sorry. Yeah, they already got 100 score for the assignment. So that's how you do the individual assignment. You can directly check them, you can grade them, and also give feedback. And let's move to the collaboration type of assignment in using Google Classwork. Personally, I sometimes using this type of assignment when we are dealing with presentation type or collaboration type of assignment. So let me create some assignment, for example. We can give the title, this is collaboration. You can choose the files. I already made the files. For example, if this is using Google Classroom, Google Slides, and you can make it students. This is the topic, it's assigned to that. For example, because of presentation, I will make it 3 days or 4 days. And this is the important factor. So instead of using make a copy for each student, you can use this one. Students can edit the file. So if you want to make all of the students working in one file, you can choose this one, all of the students. But if you want only like integrated only several persons for this particular topics, so you can choose here. For example, I only I will do all of the students and right away assign the work. So So after teacher sign, and the students will have their stream update, and they will see the assignment. After they will open the collaboration work, and all of these students can work together in one file. Yeah. Obviously, you cannot make assignment for 100 people in one file. It's very chaotic. But this is only the idea. So this, teachers already make the instruction. You explain Zoom app features for online learning, duration in 20 minutes or maybe in 1 week, for example, and make a slide. So yeah, students with their friends will collaborate to make the presentation slide. And after that, you may ask them to present their work using Zoom application face-to-face. So yeah, all students can write down all of this slide. And that is how you assignment for collaboration assignment types. And next one, I want to try the assignment using the integration part of the Google Classroom. For example, we can choose this first tools. It's quizzes. I already made these questions, and I want students doing this quizzes session, and the information about these quizzes they can find out in their Google Classroom. So I already have class here. I already imported. So first, if you already have quizzes account, for example, maybe later on we will talk about the quizzes, but in order to integrate with Google Classroom, you need to access it and allow the Google Classroom to access the quizzes. So because I already link the Google Classroom with my quizzes, I can only update the class. So for example, I have this class, or you can add more class, and I can save. Right now, because for the first time I only have 3 students, so particular students. But right now we have 25 students in the classroom. I can resend invitation for them. If they accept, they can join this quizzes class. Maybe you can accept the invitation and can join together with this class. Okay, so for example, I already class that integrated with Google Classroom, and then I want students to access the quiz that I already provide. So I will go to my quiz, and this one I pick this particular quiz, and we will go to play live. For example, you host like this one, online learning, and then you want to invite students to join the session. So you go to the assign to class, because you have already class. Pick the classes that you want, mix, and yeah, you can assign again. So right now, as the student's account, I will see the link for the assignment. Yeah, so my teacher posts a new assignment via quizzes. So students go to that link. They can join with using mobile link or web link. So, but I'm using computer, I go to the web link. So if students access that link, they can go if the students already logged in and join the session, as teacher will start the session. And the power of this integration later on, if the students already did the quiz, the grade already imported into our Google Classroom. So, for example, students is ready, and let's click start, and right away the students appears in the teacher's board here. So if right now I will just test one students. Okay, there is Muhammad Fatah. If you want to join, you can do that. If you okay, let's try with 3 students and let's start. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you got the idea. So they can do live, and then the leaderboard if you share the screen with the students. Just randomly answer the questions. And yeah, let's end the game. So if the teacher already end the game, and students will get the rank, the points, the score. And if you go back to your Google Classroom, it integrates. It's already integrated in your Google Classroom. This is the assignment for quizzes, and if they're already joined, they will have this score. So that's very easy, right? And maybe another assignment using another program or another application that already integrated with Google Classroom. We can try to do Edpuzzle program. So let me go to the Edpuzzle. Sorry, I need to pause first. One moment. Okay. So here I have my class in Edpuzzle. Later on, maybe we're gonna have session about Edpuzzle as well. So in order to make to integrate Classroom with Edpuzzle, you need to import all of your students in Edpuzzles. So I have this class and check the students. Yesterday I only have 2 students because we have many students right now. Just click this import students, and directly the system will import all of the students that join this Eduversal beyond the class. So we have 25 students right now. After that, you go to your content. If you already have video that you want to assign with students, go to my content and you can do that. Or you can find in the popular channels like Edpuzzle, YouTube, Khan Academy, and so on. For example, we'll use this Google Classroom. And as a teacher, will assign to this particular class. Okay, you can design it. It's a schedule assignment or right now. Don't forget to make a due date, maybe one day. And another part you want to pick, it's this one. Post it in the Google Classroom. So after you assign, the information will go directly to the Google Classroom. So the students can see in their stream about the new assignment. So we also pick this one, prevent skipping. So let's start assign. So it's already assigned, and in the teacher dashboard, you will see this board, how many percent of the students watch the video, and if they already finished, they will have the grade. So let's take a look at this student panel. So right away, there are new information about this assignment from teacher. Students open that one and go to the links. Yeah, and play the video. They can go to directly to the question if you allow them. Yeah, so the students will answer the questions, submit, and here in the panel of the teacher you may see some progression. You need to refresh, and you may see the progression of the students if they are watching the video or answering the questions. Where is my continue?
Disseminate information. It doesn't have an assignment attached to it.
So here you see Amirul Fat a few seconds ago watched the video.
I pushed out a mystery science
Teacher, yeah. And you can see the questions, the correct answer.
I pushed out a mindfulness calendar to them. That's a great question.
Yeah, you can put video questions, sound inside of the Edpuzzle questions.
So I love giving opportunities for kids to take advantage of things
So
without
the
having
10%
required of them here in the stream section. Go on with the
continue.
novel, and then
Yeah, okay. I think that's enough for the demo. So if students already submit all of these Edpuzzle assignment, and when you go back to your Google Classroom, later on in the grade page, you will see the Edpuzzle assignment here, and if they already submit and it's auto grade using the Edpuzzle, you will see their score. But if you somehow include the open-ended type of questions in the Edpuzzle video, you may need to accept their answer first in order to see the scores in your Google Classroom. So for example, I get grade 2 and this one. Yeah, it's already if already students already submit, you will see here their score. Or yeah, maybe I can show you another class. Yeah, so for example, you can see their score here, the Edpuzzles. You may, for example, give some comments or verify their answer, it is good. And yeah, after the you watch the video together, you can discuss with your students and give them feedbacks. That's also important when you are doing this type of assignment to the student. But through this Edpuzzle, I just want to show you this stream, or the grades will directly graded the students if you already make, for example, some verification in their tasks. Okay. So you can see in the progress of assignment, if they do that, it's not passed yet. So that's how you do the Edpuzzle integration, assignment integration in the Google Classroom. Okay, maybe last assignment types you can include in the Google Classroom. You can do the quiz assignment. For example, you can make some Google form. I already made a form. Just online learning. This is not the quiz, but the survey, for example. And I give the points to them, the topics, do that. And you directly assign. So any types of documents, either it's Google Form, Google Docs, Google Slides, even Google Sheet, you may give to the students and assign it using this Google Classroom. Okay, so if the students see their stream, they will see another survey assignment, and they can do the survey. Okay, so yeah, that's how you do if you're using Google Form. But yeah, you can make it this Google Form as a quiz as well, and in the G Suite account you may lock the questions, so if the students entering this session to answer the quiz, they cannot jump to another new tab of their browser, so they only focus on the quiz screen. But because our account is personal, we cannot do that. So but basically you can do this quiz using the Google Form as well, and directly integrated with Google Classroom. And if you see the grade page, you will see the survey assignment. If already the students already done, the score will be calculated directly. So what about the assignment that it doesn't online, it doesn't integrate with Classroom? For example, if you want your students make or working on the end of chapter of question in your course book, or you want them to complete the assignment in their course book, and you want the grades and their grade, it's also included in this Google Classroom. Yeah, and normally how you do that, you just create some assignment. This is workbook assignment, but here you do not attach any file, but you need to give clear instruction. For example, workbook page 59, questions number 1 to number 5. Please upload your work when you turn in your work. So they may upload the files, or they already done, and then you can do this type of assignment using Google Classroom as well. Okay. So you can keep tracking the students' progress through their grade here. So if they already upload the file, turn in the assignment, you can give their score. So yeah, overall, that's how you make assignment using the Google Classroom. Maybe you can also include another application that already integrated, but for now, I think it's enough. And most important factor as well is because in online learning we cannot using full of 20 minutes or 40 minutes trying to explain everything. Sometimes we need to ask them to learn before the actual lesson happens. So in order to do that, or we call them as a flipped classroom, you need to give them materials, for example. And yeah, you can do very easy in Google Classroom. You can attach your Google Slides or your PowerPoint presentation, and yeah, share it with your students. For example, I have this one, and my topic is about just making demo and you posting as the material source. So yeah, in the assignment demo you will see this is the first material. As you see, the logo it's also different from the assignment, so you can move, so students already know, oh, this is the materials, so they can read it whenever they want. And you can conduct the online learning in the following session. So I think that's all for the assignment. You may also have quick questions. You can create that in using this option here. Just want to reinforce, for example, the learning objective that the students already learned. So you can make quick question here, and then the students can see directly in their stream. I think that's all for the Google Classroom, because the most important thing how we can interact with the students in this platform. Either it's giving assignment, you can give information. For example, next week we will have quiz. You can post that information and the students will know right away. So this is also part of your communication platform for the students. I think that's the basic part of the Google Classroom. And you can explore the other features, I think. So in students also, they have this notification, upcoming assignment. If they have, they can see the assignment, and then they can check whether they already finished the assignment. They already graded or not. So this is also possible using the Classroom. And for the teacher, they can see all the grade, or even I think they can download it, all of these materials. But yeah, for the grading itself, you may have see this grading policy from Google. You can have learn more about grade calculation. It can also directly calculate the final score for the students if you activate this feature in Google Classroom. Okay, I think that's for Google Classroom. We made it to the slide presentation. So there are some tips for teacher using Google Classroom. You may number your assignment, for example, 001 for the first one and so on. You can find, if you have large class and you already share many information, many materials, and you want to find a specific one, you can using Control F to find numbers and words in Classroom. You pick an organizational strategy, as I mentioned before. You can organize your classwork by subject, by assignment, by learning objective, and so on. Create a resource topic to keep it and keep at the top of the classwork page. Create a Google Classroom class template, as I mentioned before. If you want to duplicate classroom in a fast manner. Also, you can use direct links to assignment in order to notify the students if they are missing the assignment or they forget the assignment. You can give them direct links to the assignment, and you can do that in Google Classroom. So you can use a Google Doc as a syllabus, break projects into smaller assignment with spread due dates. So this is also, you can do this in the Google Classroom. You can spread class for enrichment and extension activities. So for example, you may have extension class for specific students that need further helps, for example, or extension activity for the high achiever students. You may make some classes, and you can use private comments in meaningful feedback and conversation with students. You can use private comments. And yeah, the other important factor also, you can invite teachers that normally doesn't know yet about the classroom, and then they can see the whole process going on in your classroom. Invite them as a co-teacher. And yeah, we are going to the last part of this webinar. So there are some tips for online learning while we conducted online learning. So we avoid using 100% of synchronous types of learning, especially when we are doing it using Zoom, for example. Less is more. So just don't give many assignments to students, because they are normally they have for example 4 sessions, 5 sessions in a day, and every teachers have their assignments, and the teacher itself doesn't give the space for a duration of the due date. So that's it's not recommended for how we run this online learning approach. We need to give them explicit instruction, specify expectation, especially for the learning objective, be empathetic for the students. And yeah, we need to communicate with the student consistently by using our platform. It can be WhatsApp group, it can be our Google Classroom platform. And avoid standby at all times. You need to create your office hours, maybe twice a week, and then be there if you're doing your office hours to help the students with the assignment, with their topics, with the materials. And yeah, don't forget to seek student feedbacks about this whole learning process using online, about their materials, about their topics. And yeah, we need to boost learning retention by using, for example, several types of tools. Try to engage them with specific learning objective again and again, so they remember what we teach them. And yeah, the most important factor is identify lesson objective. We cannot give all the learning objective in one time. While doing the learning objective, we can separate them. I know this is quite a problem because some of our subjects in our annual plans have plenty of learning objective, and we have limited time to conduct them using online learning process. But we can combine it using flipped classroom approach. We can give them the summary for the lesson, and then they can read while they're doing the activity in home. So yeah, avoid using the same approach every time you do this your online learning. You may have try to another aspect. Maybe in the first week you do this mix between the face-to-face online learning and assignment, and then the second week you may have projects, and the third week maybe you have some collaboration work and so on. So you want to using different approach while you're doing the learning system. So some of tips for effective teaching online: make it a group effort, focus on active learning, not avoiding the lecturing styles all of the time in real-time situation, and keep group activity size small, be present when you have scheduled the lesson, and we need to embrace multimedia assignment. I think if you learn some or two tools and then you also explain it to your students, and then they have many options to engage in your lesson. So this is some tips also from government. I think this online learning program, you open online learning, you follow the daily routine schedule. I think every school now have their schedules. Do and submit the assignment, and feel free to contact teacher during their office hour. And for Eduversal itself, we have several tools, several applications that support online learning process. We have EduNav as the management system. We have EduFlip as the platform that you can add materials, support for flipped classroom type of learning. We have Is Online. Maybe this is for session. We will have all of them is online, even for non-is subject. And we also have Latihan ID for students to try out for some question, for example UTBK, for example for KSN and so on. And thank you for today. For I think we almost have 2 hours full, because we have 2 topics to cover. You may reach me through these emails, and if you have questions, we can do you can access this link. This is part of the Google Slides application feature, and we can discuss together. So Kiki, how many minutes do we have for question and answer session?
-5 minutes.
So it's
okay. Maybe we can have like 3 minutes for question and answer. I mean, we just want to demonstrate this Google Slide feature, I guess, Andry. So maybe one question is enough.
So this is features if you use Google Slide in order to present your information to students. This is also how you interact with them. You can, for example, when I access these slides and ask questions, and so basically if you access this link, they will go to this page, and you can ask the question to the host, and the host will discuss the questions. So this is how also you can communicate with participants using the Google Slides online. I think there are many questions in chat before. So where is everyone? Hello? Okay.
Okay, maybe if there is no question from you, maybe you can close, Andry. Just give example question there.
So I give you this question, and when we go to the slides and present, thank you.
If somebody if somebody write the question, it will show up directly here so that we can discuss the solution here, right? Andry?
Yeah, that's right. So I think that's all for me. Thank you for very much. So see you in the next webinar. Thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Andry. So thank you everyone for joining the seminars. If you have time, please support us by filling the survey related to the seminar. Okay, maybe you can also suggest the next topics that we would like to discuss here. Okay, thank you very much, and you can also access all the materials from these seminars in our Google Classroom demo. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.